Back live now, set for the final in the men's 5,000 meters. Haile Gebrselassie, the world record. Bob Kennedy, the American record. And Haile Mekinen, the best time so far this year. You look at your field, Mekinen is here. Ethiopians very strong. Milian Wolde, the 2000 Olympic gold medalist, also in this field. Strong contingent for the Kenyans, too. And the lone American here, Adam Goucher, the two-time U.S. champion. Terry Gannon along with Larry Rawson and Dwight Stones, they're underway in the 5,000.
They are charging out on the inside. Look at this. Kenya and Ethiopian runners trying to maybe establish the pace, get a little control of the race early. Wow, they took off like they were running a 400-meter race.
And you expect this race would be a bit tactical early on. Again, the Kenyans versus the Ethiopians, as we saw in the 10,000 meters. With Kamathi of the Kenyans, the youngster, beating Haile Gebrselassie in that 10,000 meters, the first loss that he has suffered in the World Championships at that distance. The 5,000, Ethiopian Makunen with the best time in the world this year. There's about 6 athletes with times just under 13 minutes this year. They're all stacked between 12:58 and 13 minutes. So depending on how the pace goes out, they slow it down plenty. Expect to see a big sprint at the end like we saw in the 10.
Early pace set by the Kenyans. Richard Limo. Sammy Kipketer is only 19 years of age. Haile Mekinen of Ethiopia right there among them. Saidi-Sief from Algeria. Ali Saidi-Sief, maybe the favorite here, certainly one of the favorites, Larry.
He absolutely is, and the Kenyans have a very strong group up there. You mentioned Sammy Kipketer just being 19. The 3-time Boston Marathon champion, Cosmo Sindeti, swears the story's true and has told it many times. He said the first time an athlete leaves Kenya, whether he's 12 or 40, that the people at the airport stamp his passport as being 18. So we don't know what some of the ages of the young Kenyans really are. And it's amazing, astounding, really, that a guy 18 or 19 can be running at this level of competition as equivalent to a high school student. And there on cue is Sammy Kipketer, who's gotten under 13 minutes for 5 kilometers, out there, forging the pace and pushing.
Kipketer, the 19-year-old, finished second at last month's Kenyan Championships. Had to qualify on time, did not make the top finalist, had to wait and see if he'd make it on time, but here he is in the final.
But maybe more importantly, out in 3rd place is the guy who may very well win this race. He's been running 1,500-meter races all summer long and running them awfully well under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Many thought that he might try and challenge Isham El Garouj. That's Ali Saidi-Sief of Algeria. He's currently in 4th place. There he is, number 15. He has got blistering speed, and if this pace does not go out fast enough to take any sting out of him, he was the Olympic champion, Olympic silver medalist last summer in Sydney. He is going to be right in the thick of things, and that sub-330 foot speed is going to be a big, big asset.
The Kenyans are also worried about Haile Mekinen, number 339. And the reason for that is he has the world record in the past for 2 miles. He ran a 4:05 mile and another 4:04 to show you his ability. And he has run the fastest time this year in the world. And Sammy in the lead, you'll see his smiling face. He looks like he's just gotten all his Christmas presents about 30 seconds before. He has a huge set of teeth, and he is always looking like he's happy.
Sammy Kipketer from Kenya in the lead. Haile Mekinen of Ethiopia in second. Abiat Abate of Ethiopia, the 2 men in green right behind Kipketer. That's your top 3. Ali Saidi-Sief, there he is, number 15 in the white, one of the top favorites here from Algeria.
And way back beyond this pack is Adam Goucher, the American.
So Sammy Kipketer sets the early pace here in the men's 5,000. We'll continue in Edmonton in a moment. Here in the men's 5,000, Sammy Kipketer leads right now over Haile Mekinen and Abiat Abate of Ethiopia, but Dwight's going to put on a different hat right now and get us updated on the field events. I'll pay you to do your hair like that next week, huh, Dwight?
How about me?
We can't go there, Larry. Men's 5,000 final continues. That's Sammy Kipketer. Look at Sammy go. He is way out in front. Haile Mekinen and then Ali Saidi-Sief right behind from Algeria. Abiat Abate of Ethiopia. And Milian Wolde from Ethiopia now making a little bit of a move. He's the Olympic champion, remember.
Terry, a fabulously interesting race is going on. 1 point, 2,200 feet is the altitude here. I've talked with coaches. They feel it's slow. It slows you down by about 2 seconds a mile. The first mile by Sammy Kipketer out there was 4 minutes and 7 seconds despite the altitude. 12 men were under 4 minutes and 10 seconds for the first mile. About 4:16 was the time for American Adam Goucher, who is slowly trying to reel the rest of this group in. And he is not having a great deal of success right now. But Kipketer's trying to steal this race.
You have to think that the peloton is going to draw him in, though. He's out there. He's pushing the pace. It's probably going to go somewhere around 13:05, 13:06, I'm thinking. But this guy, Sammy Kipketer, I think is hurting his own chances because now they have caught him back up.
7:51 for 3,000 meters. We'll do the conversion as they pass 2 miles now. And look at the number of people up there with about a mile to go.
Sammy Kipketer in the lead. Milian Walde now up there as well. Ali Saidi-Sief of Algeria. This one is turning into a good one. Back with more in a moment. 5,000 final. They race for the gold right now. Less than 3 laps now to go. Ali Saidi-Sief of Algeria with the lead. Milian Walde right behind from Ethiopia. Alberto Garcia is up there in fourth, the Spanish champion right there. Sammy Kipketer set the early pace, has faded a little bit, but still up there with the leaders.
The man in the lead has run the equivalent of a 3:47 mile early this year, and he feels he's got the confidence. There's no wind here tonight. He's staying away from the Kenyans. He is out in the lead. He can look up at a monitor and get an idea on every lap as to how many people are with him. The pack and the peloton, as you called it, Dwight, is still large with 2 to go.
2 laps to go here as Saidi-Sief of Algeria, the 23-year-old, who thought he might win a gold medal in Sydney, but lost it at the end to Milian Walde of Ethiopia, trying to hang on here to win a world title.
The man in second place was the Olympic champion at this distance, and the man in first place was the Olympic silver medalist. Walde ran his last 3/4 of a mile in the Olympics an under 4-minute mile pace. He has had injuries in April and May. It remains to be seen whether he can have a big finish here.
And Walde ran 54 seconds for the last lap, picking off Saidi-Sief, but Saidi-Sief did not have the kind of confidence, strength, and speed that he has shown this year. He's looking around. Walde is in a good position. He is the chaser rather than the chased. But Saidi-Sief, I'm not sure that he's made the best move for himself by leading this pack through the last 4 laps.
Man who just made a move as you hear the bell for the final lap is Richard Limo from Kenya, the 20-year-old who finished 10th in Sydney, but Saidi-Sief leads right now.
Adam Goucher back in the pack, about 140 meters back, and trying to move up and catch a few people.
Saidi-Sief, Limo, and Walde, your top 3 pulling away at the moment.
And look at Saidi-Sief, just put about 4 strides down, and now the race is on. Saidi-Sief having run 1,500s and miles all summer long and picking off middle distance specialists. They were hoping that he might race El Garouche here, but he's decided to go with a 5,000. Walde is dropped, but now comes Limo.
Limo, remember, Sief was out-kicked at the end in Sydney for the gold medal. Here comes Limo of Kenya. Richard Limo pulling away from Saidi-Sief, the 20-year-old from Kenya. Limo is going to win the gold medal here in Edmonton. Ali Saidi-Sief of Algeria finishes second for the silver. Milian Walde of Ethiopia gets up for the bronze.
Richard Limo, who trains with the one man who won the world championships here, Ruben Kosgei, and it was really a great.
And there's Adam Goucher.
Adam Goucher crossing the line. Congratulations to Richard Limo on a fabulous time with a little altitude thrown in here.
I got to tell you, I think that the lack of 5,000-meter races for Saidi-Sief is what did him in.
Well, the straightaway, the back straightaway, that's where the race really, as you said, Dwight, really heated up. And Saidi-Sief tried to pull away, but Limo just would not let him, and he caught him in the turn and just flew by him.
Limo ran only, and by the way, about 13:28 or so for the time for Adam Goucher, and he ran a good race. He couldn't hold with those guys in the beginning.
Richard Limo, the gold medalist in the men's 5,000. We roll on from Edmonton.